is Raider Gang TV, where you gotta be a G. You already know what it is, man. And this show is about the decision. We ain't talking about LeBron James' decision. We talking about the Raiders' decision. But y'all know what it is. Before we do that, we always gotta talk about the sponsors, man. This is brought to you by the one and only Drippy Whips, man. Tap in, get your shit together, get your whip game up, holla at your mama, do what you gotta do, get your game intact, all right? It's also brought to you by AMG Music Group, man. Real lyrics matter, man. But anyway, we get straight to it. Decision is made. Summer Raider Nation is split. Some say this, some say that. But before we can get to it, let's get into AP announcing the decision, and we'll just break it down going from there. We'll break it down going from there. Hold on, give me 1 second now. Break this shit down. You know, I'm new with this goddamn technology. Hold on. Here we go.
Gardner Minshew is going to be the starting quarterback the 2024 season. Myself, Telesco, and Luke Getzey discussed it this morning. A lot of things went into it. It wasn't based off of last night. There's a lot of factors. So we feel like Gardner gives us the best opportunity to get off to a fast start, and that's what we're going with. We support him. Our team's behind it. Our staff's behind it. Our organization's behind it.
All right. So, Raider Nation, you heard what he had to say. You heard what he had to say. And let me stop this shit. You heard what he had to say, man. The decision's been made. And we got to go from there. But hold on 1 second. I got some motherfucking technical. Okay, I see what's going on. So we got to just go from there, man. Look, the decision's made. Raider Nation is split, of course, because we always split. That's just what it is. We don't ever agree on fucking shit. But it is what it is. The decision is made, like he said. And the reason he's making this decision is based on training camp, mini camp, is based on preseason, it's based on the scrimmage, and also it's based on experience. We already know Aiden O'Connell coming into this season. Aiden O'Connell coming into this season was basically a rookie again, right? Because he started off with a one system, and then this season it's a whole nother system. It's a whole new language. It's a whole new everything. Now, think about Gardner Minshew is he's been in many systems because he's been the backup. He's been the guy trying to get a job or whatever, and he's always adjusting. But anyway, the decision is made, and now what? Now what? To me, now what? It means we have a chance. We have a chance. This is what I always wanted because don't get me wrong. People think I hate Aiden O'Connell. I do not hate Aiden O'Connell, man. Let's repeat. I do not hate Aiden O'Connell. But after seeing him last season, I wouldn't fucking put my job on it. And that's the same thing AP felt. He wasn't gonna put his job on it. And that's all right, man. That's okay. That's why we was trying to get Jaden Daniels or any other Michael Penix, any of these good guys in the draft. That's just what it is. And it's nothing personal. And people have to understand. Gardner Minshew, he's going to be playing with a team with weapons everywhere. Now, of course, Luke Getzey has a lot to do with the success of this team, but it's going to be Gardner Minshew, play action, getting out the pocket, some bootlegs, making some things happen, and I actually feel pretty good about it. Like, if you ask me, this is who I wanted to get in the offseason, I would say fuck no, because I'm not gonna lie. But being that this is who we have, I'm excited about the opportunity he has to try to finally be the guy he's been trying to be because he's been shitted on his whole damn career. So it's an opportunity for him. And what better time for it to happen when you get Colton Miller back? We just got Colton Miller back today, and that's key because our offensive line has not been practicing together. So we just been having guys just fucking out there getting whooped on by our defensive line because they're not really starters. So we get Colton Miller back today, which is fucking humongous because he hasn't practiced with the team, no mini camp, no training camp, no nothing. So that's huge for the Raiders to get him back because we need that protection. We gotta have that protection for fucking for Gardner fucking Minshew, man. Gotta have that fucking protection. So Colt Miller being back is huge for the Raiders. Now we just waiting for Jackson Powers Johnson to come back fully. Right now he's back with the team, except for he's wearing the red jersey, so he's contact free. He can't really do anything yet. But the good thing is for the Raiders, you just got Jackson Powers Johnson's back, and then you get Colton Miller back today. You got 19 days. Counting today, you got 19 days for the season starts. So they got 19 days to gel as offensive line, which is plenty of time because they should know the fucking scheme. They should know the playbook. They should know everything they need to know by now, right? They should know everything they need to know by now with this playbook. They should know it in and out and be ready to do what they got to do. Now, the offensive line seems to be a big fucking problem for the Raiders because motherfuckers can't stay healthy, and we want to see what we can do with Trey Tucker. Now, Trey Tucker, he looked fast last season. He was fast last season, but what I'm seeing this season, man, I don't know if this motherfucker, I don't know what he on. I don't know what he on that his speed is just got up that fast. Like he was already fast. I think Madden gave him like a 93 or some bullshit. But the way I see him right now, this motherfucker need to be a 97, 98 speed. He got some crazy ass speed. And he can be a special player for the Raiders. But the thing is, for him to be special, the O-liners they have to do their job. Luke Getzey has to really, really do his job. He's got to call a lot of short passes, a lot of short game, and then be ready to take that shot because you see Gardner Minshew has a rapport with Trey Tucker. Gardner Minshew can hit Devontae on that deep ball. We're gonna have some opportunities that people don't expect us to have, and I see it coming. I see it coming. Like it's opportunities. It's opportunities. Cause I see Trey Tucker in the backfield. I see Trey Tucker on reverses. I see Trey Tucker on some fucking screens. It's a lot of things he can do that's gonna help the Raiders do what they got to do. But like I said, it all starts with the O line, and then you move on to your players like Trey Tucker. Now, with Gardner Minshew arriving, that also gives another chance to Devontae Adams. Y'all say, well, what you mean? Well, last season when Aiden O'Connell played, Devontae had a couple games. I don't have it in front of me. Devontae had a couple games where he didn't even have like 3 catches, man. He didn't even have like fucking he didn't even have like fucking 40 fucking yards passing. I mean 40 yards receiving, man. What the fuck is Devontae supposed to do with that? You think he gives a fuck if we win or lose? If that happens, he's gonna be fucking pissed off if we win by 1 point or lose by 1 point. I want to be involved. I'm all pro. I'm the best player on this fucking team. That's what he's thinking. So I think he has an opportunity to bounce back this season just because the playmaking ability of Gardner Minshew. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend and try to act like this motherfucker is this or he's that because I don't do that. But I will say he does get some things done. He's sporadic and erratic, but he can make things happen. Now you just have to keep his ass in the bottle. You got to keep Gardner Minshew in the bottle. Keep him bottled up as a coach, and just have this shit very scripted on what you're trying to do. And if he got to go off script, he got to go off script. But Gardner Minshew can get some things done as long as you put him in a controlled environment. I think that's what it is, man. That a controlled environment will calm Gardner Minshew the fuck down. That will calm down all of his erraticness. Just being in a calm environment, having a structured playbook, and really calling great plays, man. Not calling running plays on first down every time. We gotta keep the playbook open. We gotta keep the defense guessing because we don't have the kind of quarterback who's gonna just drop back on 3rd and 10 and throw the ball in between double coverage and it's gonna be a dime. We don't have that kind of QB, so we know that. So we gotta play to his strengths. We gotta play to his strengths. So I think Devontae Adams is gonna bounce back this season because of Gardner Minshew. And you gotta remember, Devontae last season had his worst season since his second year in the fucking league. So it won't be real hard to beat that. But I think he's gonna bounce back. I think the team is gonna have more juice with Gardner Minshew. You know what I mean? Aiden O'Connell, I see him trying to lead the team. He's all like, "Come on, guys, let's go have some fun. Let's play for each other." They was just like, "Yeah, whatever. Okay." His energy is low, man. You got to be able to talk to guys. You got to be able to lead men, and they got to be able to look you in the eye and know that you ain't scared. And even though they all know Gardner Mitchell is crazy as fuck, they know he ain't scared, and that helps. That helps a lot. So I think we have a happy Devontae as long as we don't start off 1-3. As long as we don't start off 0-4. If we can be 2-2 and Devontae is involved in the game like I know he will be with Gardner Minshew, we good to go. We good to go. We won't have to worry about the trade deadline, none of that weird shit. As long as we're fucking calling the right plays and we're getting Devontae involved, we're swinging Minshew outside the pocket, we're running the ball with Zamir White. A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen for the Raiders that really shouldn't happen because we shouldn't even be in the mix right now. To when it comes down to Aiden O'Connell and it comes down to Gardner Minshew, you shouldn't even be in the conversation of doing anything this season. But being that I think we have everything else in place, I think the Raiders do have a fucking chance. They have a chance. I ain't saying playoffs. I ain't saying Super Bowl, none of that bullshit. Y'all know I'm not doing that. But I do think they have a chance. But I say it all starts off with game one. Now, when we play the Chargers, the Los Angeles San Diego Clipper Chargers, game one, we're gonna learn if we can. We're gonna find out if our O line can block edge rushers, Joey Bosa, if they can block fucking Khalil Mack, because we'll be getting murdered over there by them guys. So we're gonna need DJ Glaze, the rookie, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna be playing right tackle. Because I know Munford been getting murdered all camp. I don't want to hear nothing about no injury or nothing. He been getting murked and worked all camp, and he been getting switched out for DJ Glaze, and he been running second team. So we're looking real forward to this offensive line doing what they need to do, so everything can all happen, all in order. And then looking at Zamir White the other night, he reminded me of Georgia's Zamir White. I was like, holy fuck, the speed. It's hard to believe that Zamir White has 3 ACL tears. 3. That don't even seem realistic. How you have 3 ACL tears and you got that much juice in your legs? He has a lot of juice. He runs with a lot of power, and he runs full speed. I'm a little worried about him just because I know those 3 ACLs. I don't want him to take a super duper pounding, getting 25, 28 touches a game. But that's why I like that we got Alexander Madison, because he's not just like some complimentary guy. Like, he's actually a real running back. He can come out there. He got good size. He got speed. He got power. We won't miss a step going from Zamir to Alexander Madison. We won't. It's gonna be a good 1-2 combination. I really don't think it's gonna be a lot of room for a third guy. We're gonna see, but to me, I think they both can probably catch out the backfield. I've seen Madison catch out the backfield. They both can catch the ball and make it all happen. So we're gonna really see how that all unfolds. But Zamir White is looking like the Georgia Zamir White. He was looking like the Georgia Zamir White. I was looking at, he had so much fucking juice, so much juice, and I know he put on some weight. He got swole and all of that, but he ain't lose no speed. He hasn't lost any speed at all, man. So it's not all doom and gloom, Raider Nation. I know, you know what I'm saying? We felt like that a little bit. Some felt like Aiden O'Connell was going to be the savior. All this weird stuff. We had Raider fans talking this, talking that, standing on this and standing on that, and fucking disrespecting people and putting it all on the line for a fourth round pick. A fourth round pick that a team has absolutely zero investment in. And speaking of that, since that happened, so many Raider fans have been fucking, AP's not the guy. I don't think he's the right guy. We made a mistake. And it's like, why? Because you didn't pick Aiden O'Connell? That's ridiculous to me. To understand this Aiden O'Connell situation, you have to understand his relationship with Antonio Pierce. Remember, this is Josh McDaniels' draft pick, a fourth round pick, not a first round pick. A fourth round pick is a throwaway pick. So he's a fourth round pick. He's brought in. He played decent. He played okay. But don't forget all those games, like I said, where Devontae was not involved. So understand that he watched Aiden O'Connell and he seen what he was missing. And it's not that he's a bad quarterback or he's fucking horrible. He's not. But the thing is, he needs more time, and AP don't owe him that time. That's not his draft pick. That's just how it is, man. It's the NFL. It's the business of the game. It's just like fucking Josh McPussles. He came to the team, even though Derek Carr been there for 9 years and he been putting up numbers on the offense. We had no defense. He still came and said, "I want my guy. Oh, I don't care that Devontae Adams went all pro. I want my guy." And what happened? We're fucked now because he wanted his own guy. But understand, AP wanted his own guy. He wanted fucking Jaden Daniels. He wanted Michael Penix Jr. These is facts. These is facts. We even would have took Drake May. That lets you know that they liked Aiden O'Connell, but they did not love Aiden O'Connell. And on top of that, as soon as the season ended, fucking Devontae Adams and Antonio Pierce is on every show you can go on talking about how much they want Jaden Daniels. And we all know the NFL, they cater to the quarterbacks, they care about their feelings. And if Aiden O'Connell is your guy, is no way in fuck that you go on Fox talking about how bad you want another rookie. That's not what you do. That's not how the NFL works. We know that, man. So I don't understand why so many people got so blinded by the situation like AP owes him something. That's not AP don't owe him anything to wait for him to develop. On top of that, AP job is on the fucking line too. How you gonna wait for this guy? It's not his guy. It's not his guy. Now, if this was Penix Jr., he'd be starting day one, and now you have time to wait on your guy because it's your guy, and the organization knows it's your guy. But if I'm coming in, my very first job, I'm playing with a quarterback who had no completions for 3 straight quarters against the Chiefs, and my defense played on the field all game, and Zamir White balled the hell out. I already know what my guy is. Why am I going to fall on that sword when it's not my man? It's not his man. So don't turn on AP because he didn't pick Aiden O'Connell. Understand, why would he want his job to lie with a guy that's not his? It just doesn't make sense to me, man. It just doesn't make sense. And like I said, he's not trash. He's not horrible. He has some upside. In 3 years, he might be somebody. But we ain't got 3 years to wait on this motherfucker. He ain't our pick. He ain't no first round pick to wait for no fucking 3 years. That's crazy. Why would the fuck would we do that? We'll wait 3 years for fucking Shador Sanders. We'll wait 3 years for Michael Penix Jr. We'll even wait three years for old boy at fucking Georgia right now. But why the fuck you gonna wait 3 years for a fourth round pick that you didn't draft? You didn't draft him. The GM didn't fucking draft him. The fucking sorry ass fake wannabe Patriots drafted him. Come on now, let's make it make sense. And y'all fucking mad at AP for that? Y'all mad at AP for that decision? It's the right decision. Essentially, Aiden O'Connell is a rookie all over again, man. It's a new system. It's a new fucking system. I don't care how much you simplify the system, how much you do this, you do that. It's a brand new system, which makes him what? A brand new rookie who just happens to know guys on the team. It don't matter if he threw Devontae a ball or not. It's a different system. It don't matter if he threw Michael fucking Mayer the ball or not. It's a different fucking system. Everything's different. People are in different places. It's a different language, and it's a different way that they're doing things there. So I already knew he was going to be behind the ball. He was going to be behind the ball because Gardner Minshew's been that guy who's trying to fight, who's trying to scrap. You start at this place, you end up in that place. That means one playbook you learned, scrap that. Now you got to come learn this other playbook. Oh, now this is your third team? Scrap that playbook. I just learned another playbook. So who has more experience learning playbooks? And on top of that, you pay Gardner Minshew $22 fucking million. Let's be real. Come on now. Why the fuck am I gonna hire a supervisor and say he's my assistant supervisor? Don't worry about his supervisor guy. You're safe. He's just a supervisor. The assistant supervisor. But he making more than a fucking supervisor. The writing's on the wall. How the fuck you come into the company making more than me and I'm not supposed to look over my shoulder? So I don't understand, man. So I don't get it, Raider Nation. I'm riding with AP, man, till the wheels fall off until he show me some shit that's fucked up. Like my allegiance is with this Raiders team. It's not with specific people until unless they show me that they're great. And AP showed last season that he can control the team, he can run the team, that they'll play to a higher level. That's for sure. So that's why he's got my respect, and that's why he has the leeway to do what he's trying to do. And then we look at how he said, we think Gardner Minshew is our best bet to win right now in the first quarter of the season. The first 4 games, what is it? The Chargers, the Ravens, the Panthers, bruh, what are we talking about? You can't go out there with Aiden O'Connell wondering and hoping and trying to figure out what he is. If you want to start out fast, you got to go out with your guy. Even though he's Gardner Minshew, you ain't going out there with Aaron Rodgers or whatever. You still know who he is, and you know how to call up a game for him, a game plan. Got a lot of stretch plays. Here goes a stretch. Oh, I still have it. Deep ball to Tucker. Like, this could be a career season for Gardner Minshew. What does it mean for the Raiders? I don't fucking know. We don't know. I don't know. But the way that the Raiders are put together right now, It could very well be a career season for Gardner Minshew. Now, he's got to calm down on that goddamn erratic, sporadic shit. He has to. But like I said, that's up to AP. That's up to Luke Getzey. They got to put him in the right position to be successful. Don't be, don't be, what's the word for it? Predictable on offense. Because if you're predictable, that running game ain't gonna work. We got to go out there and not throw the ball around 40 times and shit. That's definitely a recipe for disaster. But on first down, don't just come out and just hand off the ball. You know, maybe not a handoff on first down every time. And I don't want to see no fucking screen passes though. Not for those damn tight ends. So fucking Luke Getz, you don't do that shit. You gonna throw some screen passes? Throw that shit to fucking Trey Tucker. Throw it to Trey Tucker. Throw it to Devontae. I don't want to see no tight ends getting no screen. I don't give a fuck. Even if it's Brock Bowers. Throw that shit towards the middle of the field. Let him run his routes. I don't want to see no goddamn screen. But anyway, I ain't trying to get too deep. But I see why he made the decision. I understand the decision, and it was the right decision. And Raider Nation, trust me, man, it's more juice now. The question mark with Aiden O'Connell was just that, a question mark. You want to risk your job on a fucking question mark? I'm not. I ain't risking shit on a question mark. I need to know the truth. And that's it. That's why they said they'd rather go with Gardner Minshew. And I ain't mad at him, man. I'm not mad at him at all. But yeah, man, that's gonna conclude the show for the night, man. But if y'all haven't had a chance, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, tell me what's up, tell me what's good. Check out the new show, man. It's right here. I got 3 episodes. It's called Hook Commentary. It's produced by my guy Tips Bloomington, man. We producing it. We trying to make a real sports show. And if y'all fucking with me, man, support me. I sure fuck with y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. But it's Raider Gang TV, man. And make sure you hit the sub, like, follow me on TikTok, Instagram, all that good shit, man. You follow, I follow back. I ain't on that bougie weird shit. I ain't made no money yet. I ain't made no real money dropping shit. So yeah, man. It's Raider Gang TV where you gotta be a G. Show homie the sports, man. I'm out this bitch, man. Tap in and tap out. One love.